Here, on this shared planet, an extraordinary relationship has unfolded over millennia. A bond, not of necessity, but of a profound, unspoken understanding. Welcome to the BBB channel, where today we embark on a journey into the heart of this connection. We will explore the world of our closest animal companions, the domestic dog. Through their subtle gestures and curious habits, they communicate a rich inner life, a world of thought and emotion that we are only just beginning to fully appreciate. This is a story of loyalty, of science, and of the quiet, everyday magic that unfolds in our homes. We shall delve into 20 quirky yet deeply meaningful behaviors that define our canine friends. These are not mere random acts but intricate signals honed by thousands of years of evolution and cohabitation with humankind. From the gentle press of a paw to the soulful gaze that follows us to the door, each action is a chapter in their personal story. This exploration aims to blend the rigor of behavioral science with the warmth of emotional insight, providing a more complete picture of the creatures who share our lives so intimately, revealing the why behind the what of their most endearing and puzzling habits. This journey is designed to be both educational and deeply heartwarming, a celebration of the animal that has earned the title of man's best friend. We will observe them not just as pets but as complex beings with their own perspectives, motivations, and ways of experiencing the world. By understanding their language, we can deepen the incredible bond we already share, transforming our perception and fostering an even greater appreciation for their presence. It is a chance to see the familiar with new eyes, to find wonder in the everyday moments of companionship. So, prepare to see your beloved pup in a new light. We will uncover the secrets held within a head tilt, the ancient instincts behind a simple sigh, and the profound affection conveyed in a wet-nosed lick. The world of the dog is a landscape of sensory marvels and emotional depths. By the end of our exploration, the familiar quirks of your four-legged family member will be revealed not as oddities, but as beautiful, intricate expressions of a bond that has shaped human history and continues to enrich our lives in countless wonderful ways. It is one of the more peculiar greetings in the animal kingdom, an act of intimate and sometimes ticklish investigation. The canine's insistence on licking human feet. This behavior, often dismissed as simply odd, is in fact rooted in a complex tapestry of instinct, communication, and affection. To understand it, we must first journey back to the very first days of a puppy's life. Blind and deaf, a newborn pup navigates its world primarily through touch and taste, licking its mother not only for sustenance but for comfort, reassurance, and to communicate its needs within the safety of the litter. This foundational behavior of licking as a form of communication and bonding is carried throughout their lives. When a dog licks our feet, it is in part a gesture of appeasement and deference. In wild, canid packs, subordinate members will often lick the mouths of more dominant animals as a sign of respect and to solicit resources. Our feet, being the lowest point of our towering human form, become a natural target for this display of social harmony. They are saying in their own ancient language, "I recognize you as a leader of this pack, and I am a peaceful member of it." Furthermore, our feet are a veritable library of information for a dog's sophisticated olfactory system. They are rich with apocrine sweat glands, which produce pheromones unique to us, our own personal scent signature. For a dog, licking our feet is akin to reading our biography for the day. They can discern where we have been, what we have encountered, and even gather clues about our emotional state through the subtle chemical signals we exude. It is a deeply personal form of information gathering, an intimate way of catching up on our story. This act, then, is far more than a simple quirk. It is a multi-layered expression of their social nature. It is a greeting, a sign of respect, a method of investigation, and a deeply ingrained act of affection that echoes the safety and comfort of the whelping box. The dog is not merely tasting salt on our skin, it is tasting a sense of belonging, reaffirming its place within the family unit, and connecting with us in one of the most fundamental ways it knows how. It is a testament to their desire to understand us completely. It is a gesture so subtle it can almost be missed, the gentle, deliberate placement of a paw upon our knee or arm. This is not the frantic scratching of an urgent need but something far more nuanced and thoughtful. This quiet touch is a primary form of canine solicitation, a polite and calculated method of gaining our attention. In a world where they cannot use words, the paw becomes their hand, reaching out to bridge the communicative gap. It is their way of saying, "Excuse me, I would like a moment of your time." This behavior is often learned and reinforced from a very young age. A puppy, wanting to initiate play with its mother or littermates, will use its paws to bat and poke. When this action is met with a positive response, play, nursing, or grooming, the connection is solidified. The paw is a tool for initiating positive social interaction. When they transfer this behavior to us, and we respond with a pet, a kind word, or a treat, we are teaching them that this is an effective and acceptable way to communicate their desires. The context of the pawing is crucial to understanding its specific meaning. A paw placed on your lap while you are eating is a clear, if hopeful, request for a share of the meal. A paw nudging your hand while you read a book is an invitation to resume petting. If placed upon you near the door, it is a gentle reminder that the outside world, with its fascinating smells and adventures, awaits. Each placement is a carefully considered statement, a testament to their ability to observe our routines and seek interaction within them. This act reveals a remarkable intelligence and social awareness. The dog understands that we are the providers of all good things: food, comfort, play, and access to the outdoors. The gentle paw is an acknowledgement of this dynamic. It is not a demand, but a respectful petition. It is a display of their understanding of cause and effect, and a demonstration of the trust they place in us to respond to their needs with kindness and generosity. It is a quiet conversation, initiated with the softest of touches. Here, a ritual unfolds. It's a moment of quiet, profound communication. As the human prepares to depart, the dog assumes its position. The gaze it offers is not one of simple observation, it's a complex tapestry of emotion. This isn't just a habit, but an expression of an attachment that runs deeper than words, a silent plea and a promise of loyalty. They're experiencing a temporary fracturing of their pack. For a dog, the pack is everything. To see that center move away, even for a short time, triggers a primal response. The expressive sadness we perceive is genuine. It's authentically communicating its feelings of attachment and its slight distress at the impending solitude. A moment that reinforces the incredible emotional depth of these animals. Few behaviors are as universally charming as the canine head tilt. It embodies innocence, curiosity, and a desire to understand. When a dog hears a new sound or when we speak, its head will often cant to one side as if adjusting its perspective. This simple movement is a window into the dog's cognitive processes. This gesture is at its core an act of concentration as the dog focuses intently on a sound. While adorable, it's a practical tool, a way to fine-tune their auditory perception. It's a moment of pure curiosity, a glimpse into their quest to learn about their environment and connect with us. Here, in the comfort of a modern home, an ancient instinct plays out. Before settling down for a rest, the domestic dog will often perform a curious ritual. It will turn in place, sometimes once, sometimes several times, in a slow, deliberate circle. This behavior, seen in breeds from the smallest Chihuahua to the largest Great Dane, is a ghost from a wilder past. It's a deeply ingrained instinctual act, passed down through countless generations from their wolf ancestors. This circling is not a conscious decision but a piece of genetic memory, a behavioral fossil that survived the long journey of domestication. For the wild canids of the past, this ritual was a matter of survival. The world was a far more dangerous place and a comfortable bed was not provided. By circling, the wolf or wild dog was effectively performing a safety check. The turning motion would trample down tall grass, snow, or foliage, creating a more comfortable and insulated nest. This action would also disturb and drive out any unwelcome guests that might be hiding in the undergrowth. Creatures like snakes, insects, or other small animals that could pose a threat to a resting canine. It was a simple yet effective form of habitat modification. This ancestral dance also served as a way to survey the surroundings. Each turn provided a 360-degree view of the immediate area, allowing the dog to check for any approaching predators or potential threats before settling into a vulnerable state of sleep. It was a final security sweep, a way to ensure the chosen resting spot was as safe as possible. Simultaneously, the act of patting down the earth with their paws, which often accompanies the circling, helped to create a shallow depression, a more secure and defensible position from which to rest. Today, on a soft carpet or a plush dog bed, the practical need for this behavior has all but vanished. There are no snakes to flush out from a shag rug, no tall grasses to trample on a memory foam mattress, and yet, the instinct persists. It's a powerful reminder that beneath the collar and the wagging tail of our beloved companions lies a creature whose fundamental behaviors were shaped by the harsh realities of the wild. The circling is a living echo of their heritage, a testament to the enduring power of instinct over thousands of years of change. Here we observe a profound gesture, the presentation of a treasured object. This is more than an invitation to play, it's a moment of deep social significance. When a dog brings you their favored toy, it is an act of immense trust. By offering it, the dog is sharing a piece of its own world with its family. This act is rooted in the cooperative nature of canid packs, sharing resources for the good of the group. Our companions have translated this instinct into a modern language of affection. Consider the vulnerability. The dog is placing its prized possession into your hands, relinquishing control. It is a carefully considered social overture, a testament to the security and love the dog feels. The placement of the toy is a powerful statement of devotion and belonging. The next time your dog brings you their toy, appreciate the depth of the sentiment. You are being honored with one of the greatest compliments a dog can bestow. Listen, that soft, long exhalation of breath is a pure expression of contentment, not sadness, but profound relaxation. It signals that in this moment, all is right. The dog feels safe and secure in your presence. It's the sound of a peaceful heart, often after gentle affection. As they settle and their body relaxes, the sigh follows. It's a physiological response to emotional well-being. This gentle puff of air signifies complete comfort. It's the canine equivalent of, "Ah, this is the life," a quiet thank you for the peaceful environment you've created. It's the sigh of a dog who knows it is home and loved. Appreciate its significance. It's a window into their inner state, a declaration of trust, releasing all worries on a gentle tide of breath. There are few gestures as quietly reassuring as when a dog deliberately comes to stand beside you and gently leans its full weight against your legs. This is not an accident, nor is it a sign of weakness. It is a profound and deliberate act of trust and affection. In the animal kingdom, pressing one's body against another is an act reserved for trusted packmates. It is a gesture that requires vulnerability, as it places the dog in a position where it cannot easily defend itself or flee. By leaning on you, your dog is making a powerful statement. You are my rock, my safe place. This behavior is a physical manifestation of the deep social bond they feel with you. They are seeking not just physical support but emotional support as well. The steady presence of your body is a source of immense comfort and security. It is a reminder that they are part of a strong, stable pack. In moments of uncertainty, perhaps when guests are over or in an unfamiliar environment, this lean becomes even more significant. They are drawing strength and confidence from your calm presence, using you as an anchor in a sea of new sights, sounds, and smells. It is a beautiful, silent conversation about security. For many dogs, particularly those of larger breeds, the lean is their equivalent of a lapdog's cuddle. It is their way of seeking physical closeness and contact without being overwhelming. They are initiating a full-body hug, a way to be as close to you as possible, to feel your warmth and your steady heartbeat. This physical contact releases oxytocin, the love hormone, in both the dog and the human, reinforcing the bond and creating a shared sense of well-being. It is a mutually beneficial exchange of affection, a physical affirmation of the love that exists between you. And so, this simple act of leaning is a testament to the depth of your relationship. It is a declaration of complete trust, a request for comfort, and an offering of profound affection all rolled into one. It shows that your dog views you not just as a provider of food and shelter, but as a central pillar of their emotional world. When your dog leans against you, they are not just seeking balance, they are telling you, in the most sincere way they know how, that you are the center of their universe, their trusted protector and most cherished friend. Here, in the familiar landscape of the human home, an ancient sentinel stands guard. To our eyes, the scene is one of perfect tranquility. Yet for this domestic guardian, the world is anything but quiet. A sudden, explosive bark shatters the peace, seemingly directed at an empty corner. The canine sensory apparatus is a masterpiece, honed over millennia to detect the subtlest shifts in the environment. Their hearing operates on a completely different plane from our own. And then there is their legendary sense of smell, a tool so powerful it is almost impossible for us to fully comprehend. They don't just smell the world, they see it in three-dimensional sensescapes. So when a dog barks at nothing, it is often reacting to a ghost from the past. This remarkable sensitivity transforms the dog from a simple pet into a living barometer of the environment. The canine world offers a masterclass in the art of relaxation, and nowhere is this more evident than in their diverse and often baffling sleeping postures. One moment they are curled into a perfect tight donut, the next they are sprawled out on their back, legs akimbo, in a position of complete and utter abandon. These are not random choices. Each posture is a carefully, if unconsciously, selected strategy for achieving optimal comfort and security in a given moment. The famous sprawl, for instance, where the dog lies flat on its belly with limbs extended like a superhero in flight, is a marvel of thermal regulation. This position maximizes the contact between the dog's belly, which has less fur, and a cool surface like a tile floor or shaded patch of grass. It is the most efficient way for a dog to shed excess body heat on a warm day, allowing for a rapid cooldown. Conversely, when a dog curls into a tight ball, tucking its nose under its tail, it is employing an ancient technique for conserving warmth. This posture minimizes the body's surface area, protecting vital organs from the cold, and creating a pocket of warm air breathed directly onto its paws and nose. It is a living furnace, self-regulating with remarkable precision. In the intricate social tapestry of the domestic world, there is perhaps no behavior more emblematic of the canine-human bond than the constant, unwavering presence of a dog shadowing its owner's every move. From the kitchen to the bathroom, from one room to another, this furry satellite orbits its human, a silent, four-legged companion on life's most mundane journeys. This is not mere clinginess or a lack of independence. It is one of the most profound expressions of attachment and social connection in the animal kingdom. It is the behavior of a creature whose very nature is defined by the pack. For a dog, the family is the pack, and the pack is everything. In the wild, proximity to fellow pack members means safety, cooperation, and survival. To be isolated is to be vulnerable. This powerful, instinctual drive to maintain contact with the group does not simply vanish in a domestic setting. Instead, it is focused with laser-like intensity onto the human family. When a dog follows you from room to room, it is actively maintaining the cohesion of its pack. It is checking in, reinforcing social bonds, and ensuring that the unit remains intact. It is an act of social diligence. Here, in the familiar landscape of a suburban park, a daily ritual unfolds. For the domestic dog, a simple walk is not merely for exercise, it is an expedition into a world largely invisible to us. Their nose, an instrument of breathtaking complexity, is their guide. With every determined pull on the lead, they are not being disobedient, but rather, they are answering an ancient call. They are reading the landscape not with their eyes, but with a sense of smell so profound, it is almost beyond our human comprehension. This is their newspaper, their social media, their history book, all written in a language of molecules and air currents. The canine olfactory system is a marvel of evolutionary engineering. Housing up to 300 million olfactory receptors compared to our meager 6 million, it offers a window into a different reality. When a dog inhales, a small fold of tissue inside their nostril separates the air. One stream goes to the lungs for breathing while the other is channeled directly to this vast library of scent receptors. This allows them to breathe and analyze smells simultaneously, a continuous stream of information flowing into their brain. It is a world painted not in light and shadow, but in odors, rich and layered with meaning. The sudden, piercing wail of a distant siren cuts through the quiet of the neighborhood. And then, it begins. A low, mournful sound, rising from the throat of our canine companion. It is a sound that feels ancient, a chillingly beautiful cry that seems to connect our domesticated friend to a wild and distant past. This is the howl, a primal form of communication inherited from their ancestor, the wolf. It is not an act of fear or pain, but rather a response, an instinctual answer to a sound that resonates deep within their genetic memory. It is a social call, an echo of the pack. For wolves, howling serves several vital purposes. It is a long-distance call to assemble scattered members of the pack, a way of saying, "I am here, where are you?" It is also a territorial declaration, a chorus that warns other packs to keep their distance. The specific pitch and frequency of a siren, it seems, happens to fall within the same acoustic range as these ancestral howls. Our dogs are not confused. They are not mistaking the ambulance for a long-lost relative. Instead, the sound acts as a trigger, unlocking this innate behavior. They are simply joining in the chorus, responding to what sounds like a fellow canine calling out across the landscape. It is one of the most classic and comical behaviors in the canine repertoire, the frantic, dizzying pursuit of one's own tail. A sudden burst of energy sends the dog into a tight spin, a whirling dervish in a seemingly unwinnable contest. This circular dance is often a simple expression of youthful exuberance and play. For a young puppy, the world is a landscape of discovery, and that fluffy appendage wagging just behind them is a fascinating and novel object. They haven't quite made the connection that this intriguing toy is, in fact, a part of their own body. This initial discovery is a form of self-exploration. The puppy pounces, mouths, and chases its tail in the same way it would a rustling leaf or a rolling ball. It is a safe way to practice predatory behaviors: the chase, the pounce, the catch on a target that can never truly escape. This playful instinct is a vital part of their development, helping to hone their coordination, balance, and motor skills. The chase is a game, a joyful expenditure of surplus energy, and a perfectly normal part of growing up and learning about the physical world and their own place within it. Here we observe a behavior as ancient as the hills themselves. The domestic dog, in a moment of pure bliss, commits its entire body to the earth. The reasons for this seemingly bizarre act are deeply rooted in the dog's ancestral past. This rolling isn't just play, it's a form of communication. This act of rolling is, in essence, a form of scent camouflage. For the wolf, masking its own predatory scent was a critical advantage. Our domestic companions retain this powerful primal instinct. What we see as a stinky mess is, to a dog, a complex and alluring perfume. This behavior is a direct link to their wild heritage. They're answering a call from deep within their genetic memory. They are, for a brief, joyous interlude, reconnecting with the wild hunter within. Few gazes are more intense than a dog watching its human eat. It's a deep, soul-searching stare, honed over millennia. The dog becomes a silent statue, tracking every movement with predatory precision. This focus highlights the powerful bonds between our species and the simple hope that a morsel might fall. Rooted in pack behavior, it's not begging, but a normal part of social dynamics. Dogs see us as pack leaders, showing deference and hopeful anticipation. One accidental treat teaches them that staring works. It's a quiet campaign waged with soulful eyes, hoping we'll share the bounty. It speaks of eternal hunger and the belief that your food is the most delicious thing ever. It's an affirmation of your role as provider and the dog's enduring optimistic spirit. The rhythmic scratching of paws answers a primal instinct etched into the DNA of the canid family. For wild ancestors, digging created safe dens. Domestic dogs dig to create cool resting places. It's effective thermo-regulation. Another driver is the desire to cache food, like wolves burying leftovers. Domestic dogs bury bones or toys, creating a secret stash. Digging is a powerful display of instincts, ensuring survival for generations. Here in the familiar plains of the suburban backyard, a remarkable phenomenon is about to unfold. It is a sudden, almost explosive release of kinetic energy, known colloquially as the Zooies. More formally, scientists refer to this as a frenetic random activity period, or FRAP. This behavior is seen across the canine world. This sudden eruption of speed and agility is not a sign of distress, but rather one of pure, unadulterated joy. This incredible burst of activity often appears to be triggered by a specific event, like the return of a beloved human, or simply the sheer bliss of a beautiful day. They tear across the landscape, their movements unpredictable, yet executed with breathtaking precision and athletic grace. It's a way for the dog to physically process a surplus of pent-up energy or an overflow of positive emotion. It is a universal language of canine happiness, a behavior that connects them to their ancestors and to each other. Here in the quiet sanctuary of the shared living space, a profound ritual unfolds. It is a moment of pure, unfiltered connection, an ancient language spoken not with words, but with a simple, deliberate action. The canine companion, having navigated the complexities of its day, the exciting sense of the outside world, the brief anxieties of passing strangers, the simple joys of a favorite toy, now seeks a different kind of fulfillment. It approaches not with the boisterous energy of play, but with a gentle, almost reverent calm. The soft thud of its paws on the floor is a prelude to an act of immense significance in the intricate social dynamics of this interspecies bond. With a soft sigh, a sound that seems to carry the weight of 1,000 unspoken emotions, the dog lowers its head. It is a gesture of surrender, but not of defeat. Rather, it is a surrender to comfort, to security, to the profound sense of safety found only in the presence of its trusted human. The lap becomes more than just a part of a human's anatomy. It transforms into a hallowed ground, a designated haven where the worries of the canine world can simply melt away. This is the ultimate display of vulnerability, a clear signal that in this human's presence all guards can be lowered, and rest, true and deep, can finally be found. Here we observe a subtle, almost fleeting interaction, one that speaks volumes about the deep, empathetic connection between canines and their human companions. An individual, perhaps tired from the day's labors, lets out a wide, involuntary yawn. And across the room, a pair of watchful eyes observes. Moments later, the dog, its loyal shadow, mirrors the action. A soft opening of the jaws, a gentle intake of breath, a quiet sigh. This is not a mere coincidence, nor is it a simple sign of fatigue. It is something far more profound, a contagious yawn, an empathetic echo across the species divide. This phenomenon, known as contagious yawning, was once thought to be exclusive to humans and our closest primate relatives. It is considered a primitive, unconscious manifestation of empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. When we see someone yawn, our mirror neuron system is activated, prompting us to mimic the action as a way of synchronizing with their emotional and physiological state. The fact that our canine companions exhibit this same behavior is a stunning testament to the depth of their emotional attunement to us. They are not just watching us, they are feeling with us. Our journey through the wonderfully quirky world of our canine companions has come to a close, but the story of our shared lives is one that is written anew each day. From the gentle nudge of a wet nose to the deep contented sigh of a sleeping friend, these animals enrich our existence in countless ways. Their behaviors, so often amusing and sometimes baffling, are a constant invitation to look deeper, to understand the ancient instincts and profound emotions that guide them. They are a living, breathing testament to the power of a bond that has been forged over millennia, a friendship unlike any other on this planet. We have explored but a fraction of the intricate language they use to communicate their love, their trust, and their unique view of the world. Each dog is an individual, with its own personality, its own history, and its own special ways of showing affection. The true joy lies in the daily discoveries, in learning the specific dialect of your own companion, and in appreciating the small, everyday moments that make this interspecies relationship so incredibly rewarding. They are our loyal friends, our patient teachers, and our constant source of unconditional love. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the delightful and heartwarming world of dogs. The stories we have shared are universal, but the most precious stories are the ones that unfold in your own homes. We wholeheartedly encourage you to share your own tales of your dog's quirky habits and affectionate gestures in the comments below. Each story is a unique thread in the rich tapestry of the human-canine bond, and sharing them allows us all to celebrate the remarkable animals we are so fortunate to call our family. We hope this journey has been both informative and touching. The world of animals is filled with endless wonder, and there is always more to learn, more to understand, and more to love. If you wish to continue exploring the fascinating lives of our animal friends and deepen the connection you share with your own pets, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more heartwarming and educational content. For now, we leave you with the comforting presence of the dogs who share our lives, our homes, and our hearts.